Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is February the 8th, 2023, and it's not the video I thought I was going to make today, but I guess it's the video I am going to make today. So, I'm going to give you a bit of backstory. On Monday, February 6th, I was at work. I delivered a parcel to someone's door, and then I turned to go down their front steps, took one step down, and the snow covered the ice, which let my feet go flying from under me, and crashing my back on their front steps. So I got up, embarrassed, finished my route, told my supervisor when I got back to the plant what had happened, and then went home. Had some Tylenol, put heating pad on it, and then the next morning when I got up for work, my back was in a lot of pain and my elbow was sore. So I took yesterday off. And then as the day continued, I felt, my back still wasn't right. So I took today off as well. Now got called into work to write an incident report. So I did do that, went in, got some paperwork. And then today I've been trying to see a doctor to just get a heads up on what's going on, and whether it's just something I need a little bit of rest and Tylenol to fix, or whether it's something more. But my family doctor is not doing rounds today. The on-call doctor for the office is off sick, so there's no one in for that. I've called and talked to a couple other doctors that aren't around. At least their offices said they weren't around or weren't able to help. And even got an after-hours clinic that said I needed to go to the emergency room in order to deal with anything that has to do with workers' compensation. So I am about to drive to the Sackville Memorial Hospital to go to the emergency there. The Moncton hospital is always so full, and it takes a long time to see anybody. I don't think I can sit in a chair that long for like 5 or 6 hours to see someone. So I'm going to try to go to a smaller hospital and see if I can get taken care of. So that's where I'm going. Come on along for the ride and see what happens. Sackville is about a 30 to 40 minute drive south of Moncton, depending on how fast you drive, that is. One thing that's good about today is that the roads are clear. It's not snowing, it's not raining, it's not terribly cold out either. It's 0, so it's not a bad day to drive. This road is pretty good, which is good for my back, because sitting or standing for any length of time is kind of sore for me right now, and I was actually hesitant about whether or not I should drive this, how I would feel driving down there and then getting to the hospital and then sitting in a waiting room. So I'm hoping this will be okay. I guess I can always stand in the waiting room for a bit and alternate between sitting and standing, and that's what I may have to do. So yeah, you can see the scenery. We still have some snow on the ground. Just seems to be me and some transport trucks, the odd car I guess on the road right now. Pretty quiet time of day to be doing this, and I'm hoping it will be very quick when I get there to get to see somebody. And hopefully also it's nothing too important that Tylenol and rest can't help fix quickly. Yeah, I'm just glad for the support. I know my supervisor's been very supportive, and they give me all the forms I need, and told me, if I need any help, let them know. So I'm glad that work has been supportive that way, and the people within the union that I contacted about what I needed to do were very good and responded to me quickly. So having a great support system around really helps. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully get down there and see someone quickly. That's my goal. That's what I'm hoping will happen, and then I can get home within a decent time. I know had I gone to the Moncton hospital, like I said, it probably would have taken me the better part of a day sitting in a waiting room to see anybody, because my back injury isn't as important as other cases that come in there, and they see you based on how quickly they think that you need to be seen. Like if you're having a heart attack, you're going to get seen quite quickly. You have an axe in your body, you're going to get seen quickly. Having a sore back, maybe not so much. Well, here's the update. I arrived at the Sackville Memorial Hospital here at 1 o'clock, and yeah, it's now 6:15, and they said the doctor went home at 6 o'clock. I was the last patient left in the waiting room, and they said sorry, there's nothing we can do. You'll have to come back again tomorrow. And they open at 8 o'clock in the morning. They said get here at 7:30, and you have to go through triage all again. So that's what I've got to do. I've got to go back now and drive after sitting for over 5 hours. And yeah, I got to drive back the half an hour to Moncton because I've done absolutely nothing this afternoon. So thank you to the Sackville Memorial Hospital for a afternoon of sitting there. Am I bitter? Maybe a little bit. Are they slow? Maybe they are a little slow today. I don't know. I don't know what the staffing was like today, but yeah, last one there, even though, oh well, such is life. To be continued. Well, I'm home now. I didn't want to leave the video where I was planning on leaving it. It seemed like on such a sour note. I've gotten home. I've had a warm bath. I've had some Tylenol and relaxing a little bit. I do want to say when I got to the Sackville Memorial Hospital, the triage staff was excellent. I only waited 10 or 15 minutes before I got in to see someone. They took all the information they needed. I went through admitting, got my fancy, get in front of the camera here, got the fancy bracelet, and then I sat. So after that, maybe not as good, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they're short-staffed or what the case is. They probably are. And so I am going to look on the bright side, and that tomorrow we're going to try again. Not necessarily going back to that hospital again. I am hoping the on-call doctor for my family physician will be available, and I can get in and see them, and they can get the paperwork done that I need, get me checked out, and maybe get me set up for x-rays, which I guess is probably the next thing that everyone keeps telling me that I will probably need. So that is where we are at. This is a kind of a snapshot of what the Canadian healthcare system is like. It's not always perfect, and I know we always compare our American neighbors with having to go in and paying for all their services and have big bills compared to our free healthcare. It isn't really free. We pay high taxes for it, but it also means sometimes we wait and we don't get what we need right away. So we might go into more detail about that in the next video when I tell you what happens tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen yet, but I'll take you along for the ride, and I'll try to keep it as upbeat as possible, even though you're going to see that I have bad days too, just like you guys do, and frustrations do set in. So have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye.